Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Katie.
A group of cats is known as a nuisance.
Is that like a true fact?
That is a true fact.
Or is
The
it
real
just
question is, what do you call a group of porgs?
awful?
A Hamill?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink from my porg that Audie gave me.
You
And-
shelled the brain out of, yes.
Well, he did.
Good.
But it's still
Did
pretty.
himself?
I think so.
Oh.
You want to talk about social media?
Hey, my name's Cameron. You should watch the show. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner. That way we can see the things that you're saying to us, and we might talk back at you.
We might.
We might.
Probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's a ton to cover tonight, so we're going to cover Disney
Lightning
After Dark.
round.
We're going to talk about holidays at Disneyland.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Star Wars at Disneyland. We're also going to talk about Star Wars outside of Disneyland.
Yes.
Sound good?
Yes.
Oh, and then we're going to announce the winner for who won the Pluto Popcorn Bucket of Power.
Of power.
Yes.
What's the +5 buff and resistance on
No,
that?
he
That's
does
cool.
magic.
32. I don't know.
That's a lot.
insane.
That's quite a lot.
Yes. So let's just get things started right away. They announced the first Disney After Dark. It's going to be January 18th. This is me talking without notes, so if I'm wrong, you can correct me. And it will be Dapper themed, and it'll have big bands and photo ops, and I'm assuming some really coolly dressed characters in their best Dapper outfits. Am I wrong?
No.
I mean, I don't know
You're
this for
totally
a fact.
right.
Would they
Why are
be
you
using the
laughing?
same theme
Our
song as
producer.
Monsters After Dark?
I
Or-
can't see him in the new configuration. I used to be looking directly at the producer, and now he's...
Yeah, now he just distracts me. It's fine.
Okay, so Disney After Dark, January 18th. What do you think of this? What are you excited about? What are you not excited about?
I'm excited they're repurposing the theme from the Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark ride for this. It'll be great.
So you want to go on Guardians of the Galaxy that evening in a full suit?
Well, yeah, but that's
Maybe with a
unrelated.
top hat? Maybe go tux, top hat, and then like right as you get
Yeah.
to the top,
That's fun. I like
that
that.
would be the best Guardians picture ever.
Hello there. Yes.
Cane in
Alright.
hand.
You can have your pipe too. Just yeah,
course.
like, it'd be great.
Yeah.
But seriously, it'll be Disneyland, not Disney California Adventure. I'm assuming.
Yes.
All serious here, no jokes.
Which, first off, the important question: which character would you like to see dressed up in a dapper outfit to get a picture with?
I really would love Mickey or Minnie because that'd be precious. But imagine Donald. He would like try so hard and he would be all dressed up and he'd look so cute.
And then his tie would be crooked.
Yeah, it'd be crooked, but he tried.
Well, Donald wouldn't be a bow tie guy. He'd be a tie guy, don't you think? Like, I wouldn't think you'd be trying to catch up to Mickey. Mickey's certainly a bow tie.
I was gonna say he wears a bow tie literally.
But like
every...
for dressing up for a formal occasion, I think he'd try to put on a tie. Like, no. Wait, I'm thinking Donald. I said Mickey, didn't I? I'm saying Donald. That's what I meant to say.
He also wears a
They both wear bow ties.
Does Donald wear a bow tie?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna drink some coffee now.
You apparently need some.
Apparently, my beard power is not fully regained. people.
What
I'm
character
growing.
would you like to get a photo with?
Oh goodness, I'll dapper it out. I'm Daisy. I feel like always has the quirkiest, most fun sense of fashion.
The correct answer was Scrooge McDuck, but
missed
good,
it.
good try,
Okay,
guys.
cool.
Thank you.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader in a bow tie would be amazing.
Three-piece.
Actually, that is the question of the night. What character, and we want to hear this on Twitter, what character would you like to see wear a bow tie for Disney After Dark?
Ooh, that's good.
Don't,
specifically a bow tie.
has to, yeah, dressed up with a bow tie. I don't actually care the rest. Chewbacca would be fun.
Aww. That would be like when you put
Actually, I would
A
love
sweater
if
on your
people would go
puppy.
into like Photoshop or something and send us character pictures with bow ties
Yes.
added on with hashtag
now I'm just
Geeks
thinking
Corner.
Star Wars like Kylo Ren, but like with a really goofy bow tie would be amazing.
like the big Roger Rabbit
Yeah,
red
yeah,
one.
the-
Yeah.
well, and then he'd be like your boss who has to be like really serious, but you can't take him seriously
Because
because
you're
he's
looking at
really
the bow
like
tie the whole
giant.
time.
That's what he thinks every day.
Yeah, Kylo Ren, right?
But yeah.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Turn.
Yeah. What other characters would you like to see with a bow tie?
I'm trying to think of the most like ridiculous.
I know that's really it, isn't
just
it?
out there. I want to see Ariel just bow tie.
Like any of the princesses actually
Yeah.
would be really fun.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
It might actually work though.
Yeah.
I was trying
like-
to think through the parades, and I was like, who would I like to see in the parades in a bow tie?
But like not cute and ascotty, like off the side, not like straight bow tie.
No, bow tie.
Okay.
Bow
Cool.
tie.
We do have a response from the Twitter.
Wow, that was quick. Go
Okay,
Twitter.
what do we got?
Steven says, this is going to sound odd, but I want to get a picture with Dapper Baloo
Dapper
or
Baloo?
possibly Kit Cloudkeeper.
Well, that would make sense because I'm assuming he's referencing then Tailspin, Baloo, and Kit Cloudkicker, and he is wearing a hat and a shirt that could be made into a dress shirt with a bow tie, and Kit would be a bit of a stretch, but that would be cool also.
And then he follows up with, if we're talking bow ties, Shere Khan for sure.
Shere Khan with a bow tie, or Ka. Like Ka with a bow tie would be pretty fun.
Where do you put it?
Mowgli. Bow tie.
Anywhere he wants.
Slides right out.
He's got the world's longest neck.
He's got a few.
Like,
few bow ties.
He's got 500 bow ties.
He's not sure where to put the bow tie. He doesn't want to get it wrong, so there's multiple bow ties.
Okay, that's great. Let's move on to Disneyland. Holidays began this last weekend. If you want to see the quickest version of a Christmas fantasy parade, make sure to watch Sundays with DAPs from this last week because Cameron and I think we did a pretty good job at making that parade quicker than it'll ever be. 24 seconds, guys.
Yep. That was a pretty quick parade.
It was an awesome parade.
Very quick.
So we've got parade, we've got fireworks, we've got all sorts of festival of holidays stuff going on. First off, what is your favorite holiday offering at the Disneyland Resort?
Viva Navidad.
Viva Navidad. Why?
It's so fun. Like, it's so hard to not love it because you have characters, you have performers who very clearly love what they're doing and they want to, like, they have their
They're
drums.
the most energetic characters.
Yeah.
Like, they're
They have their
dancers.
drums and they just walk up to kids and they're like, yes, like, hit, come here.
Well,
Engage!
Yeah.
Well, and I liked when we saw it on Friday how you had the drummer dude and then like the big guitar dude, and they were like doing their little like back and
And
forth
he was flipping
banter,
it
and he
over.
flipped his guitar over and was playing drums on it, and then like the drummer dude was like, woo! Like they were having a lot of fun
It's-
together.
Oh, it's just so much fun.
It's a big jam session
It
for them.
really
I feel like.
is.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cameron?
Main Street after sunset. It's not a specific entertainment offering, but it's the lights and stuff.
How about the snow? We could say the snow
The
moment because then it's
snow.
an
It
actual
is.
Wintertime
thing that
enchantment.
we've
It's
covered.
cute. Yeah, the snow.
Is there a certain spot on Main Street you like to be? Is it like
You know, actually, I like being towards front near the tree. Specifically, I love the fact that the ornaments at the bottom of the tree are full-size things. I've always gotten the biggest kick out of that. It's a clock and a trumpet, like literally just on the tree. It makes me very
because
happy.
it's just that
Yeah,
big?
but just being around that, and there's snow, and there's. But speaking of snow, though, I really like back by, and this might count as another one, but Small World. When they do the snow over there, it's very, very special.
And we know that's Roger's favorite place at Christmas time, holiday time, all that stuff. Roger likes to go back to Small World as well. I don't know where my favorite spot is. As we're kind of pivoting into that.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with Main Street. I always like Main Street.
Yeah.
But favorite Christmas program or thing. My original question, going back to what's my favorite Christmas thing or holiday thing. I don't know. Maybe the fireworks. I always liked Believe in Holiday Magic, and I like how they added I think it was last year they added projections, and I feel like they just got better this year, and snow at the end of that as well. Yeah, I think that's what my favorite thing is. You've had some of the food, you have not, but you had some last year. What was your favorite food that you've had so far?
I haven't had a lot of festival holidays food, unfortunately, because I've had one food item because I got the annual pass holder Sip and Savor pass.
How much is that?
$45. I will have an article coming on that eventually.
Great. That was our plug.
And you
Preemptive
you have
plug.
these little tickets and you use them. And so I had pulled off a ticket and I was at one of the things and I was like, can I get the pretzels? And they said, we're actually not serving food today. And I said, oh, okay. By then, because that was Sunday. It wasn't even like an off day. It was weird. But the salmon I had was very good. So I'm excited to try more of it.
Cool.
Because Roger had some things that looked good.
We are being asked if the garland is over Main Street yet. No, it is not. We're hoping
We were just having a long...
maybe after they film all their
in-depth
holiday
discussion.
specials, it will show up at some point. Yes, there is no Jingle Cruise this year. That's kind of a sad Christmas.
Yeah.
But you can go over to Florida and they have it.
They have it. So...
Thank you,
Just-
Walt Disney World. What do you guys think of? I'm trying to think what else. What are your favorite characters to visit during holiday time?
Ooh.
So you got the Main Street ones, you got the Buena Vista Street ones, you've got the Jolly Elf in the big red coat.
Yeah, Santa
Santa
kind of
Claus.
takes it though. Santa and the elves.
Katie's giving me this like, wait, who are you talking about? There's a Jolly Elf in a big red coat?
Like, I knew you were
Tuck and
talking
Landing,
about.
right?
You just,
heard that before.
you just said it
Who?
really weird.
Tuck and Landing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was just like,
I like Santa and the elves. I think that's a lot of fun.
Definitely. Okay.
Believe in your elf.
That's right. Believe in your elf.
Believe in your elf?
Mhm.
Is this a new saying or something? Or
Yeah, even if they get short with you.
I find that they generally are, but waka. Yes. Favorite area besides Main Street to walk through the resort at Christmas holiday time?
Oh, so resort as a whole?
Whole resort.
California, Grand California Hotel.
Grand Californian is always gorgeous.
Yes, it's always wonderful in there.
And
You
it
can-
smells good.
And you can go get a hot, tasty beverage in the lobby and just hang out, and it's wonderful.
And there's the giant gingerbread
Yes.
hotel.
I didn't even
motel.
think of that. I was just thinking about the tree and the setting. I like the
We
setting.
have both though.
Yes.
Like, and then
Yes.
you have the live music.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was actually, before you said that, I was like, well, I really like Cars Land during the holidays because that's really pretty. But yeah, it's hard to beat that one. Okay, favorite food, like resort wide. Holiday food.
Candy canes.
Candy canes.
The
Have
special
you actually
candy
ever
canes.
had the candy cane?
I've never gotten one of the fresh ones. Never
I
been
have
there
had-
early enough.
And I will admit, I wasn't that impressed. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like life changing either. It was like,
Disneyland
oh,
discourse.
it's a candy cane. This is nice.
It's just a giant candy cane.
That was kind of my thought. Like, I think there's so much hype behind them that I was expecting my world to be completely altered, and I ate it and I was like, huh,
I like. Side note: they are fairly large candy canes from what I've seen.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like the idea of him skimming over the "I ate it" portion as though he just went, "Ah,
the problem is that you guys are eating candy canes.
You're supposed to lick them until they turn into knives."
No, the problem is candy canes are disgusting.
I'm sorry. Revelation is happening. What sin? Did you just speak into this?
I want to
world?
hear what our audience thinks about this statement, but keep going.
I don't like candy canes.
Oh.
Need a
I
new host. is-
never
guess so.
to co-host is what
We
Mr.
have
Gass
on
would say.
Twitter Ghirardelli peppermint chocolate as a favorite food. We also
Also
have
wrong.
an amazing idea from Bailey who says instead of elf on a shelf, there should be porg on a shelf. Have to hide a porg on the Geeks Corner set every Tuesday.
No, you don't.
But we
'cause I'd
wouldn't
destroy
move.
it.
We wouldn't move Norm. Right.
I would take the pork.
We
out
need
and
like a
find it.
little porg, right?
Yeah.
Is
I was
this-
trying to think of a better word
Like
than
a
a shelf that
Simpson.
rhymes.
Do they have a Funko porg?
They do.
Or a Simpson.
And in fact, they have
Yeah.
a even smaller one that is with Chewbacca in the.
Well, that might be too small.
That's true, but they do have a Funko one.
But
yeah.
if we had a Funko one or a smaller-ish one
Yep.
that we could put somewhere around the set and people could find it for all of the, I think we have 5 episodes this year for the holiday season or Christmas season, which starts in 2 weeks. Just so our decorators know. Right,
Jenny
Katie.
isn't-
And,
Jenny
Our
isn't
extensive team of decorators.
Katie and Jenny did a good job last year.
here. I was gonna say, but Jenny's not here.
Yeah.
Jenny, when you're watching this in like 3 days, we're
Or
decorating.
3
in 2
weeks when it's already up. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good idea.
It is a good idea. I like that idea. It's a great idea.
We could also play a game called Porg in the Pocket. We sneak porgs into Katie's pockets because she's wearing a
Really
jacket,
tiny porgs.
and then she's like putting her hands
Surprise
in her jacket.
porgs.
And it's like, ah! It'd be great.
I'm sorry. Was she frightened by the porg? The discovery of the porg?
No.
In this
So
scenario?
you know what would happen?
What?
Go on.
I would reach my hand in my pocket, find a porg, and then depending on how many porgs there are, I would just throw them at your face.
Just I like that.
That's what you deserve.
No, you just fall asleep because like you have the sheep go over the fence to
Also,
fall asleep
now
and you
porgs-
count, but porgs flying at
It's
you
true.
is just gonna soothe you and help you go to sleep.
true.
I feel like.
That's gonna be the deleted scene from episode 8.
Is Luke Skywalker flying
This
asleep.
is how I fall asleep every night. It's
Yeah.
the first step in your training.
Speaking of Luke Skywalker, that was a really good segue.
Thank you. That was intended, but good.
Tonight, very recently, actually, just a couple hours ago, Mark Hamill himself went on Star Tours and surprised a bunch of guests, and this is what
Actually, you know what?
happened.
The captain did mention something about a special passenger. Actually, you know what? The captain did mention something about a special passenger. Oh, and the force is strong with this one. So let me go ahead.
Hello, everyone. There's no Star Wars fans here, are
Can we talk about the star of that video for a moment, please?
The guy.
We would not be much better.
No.
Oh no, we would like be dropping
worse.
things and yeah.
Yeah.
Grabbing your phone.
He's my new favorite person.
I was gonna say
think.
there would probably be like tears just streaming while trying to grab phone, like.
Or I could just imagine we're reaching for our phones and Katie's just sitting there with tears
not
coming down her face.
I would definitely be like sobbing. Like it would be a moment, and then like it would be the thing if you like touched my hand or my shoulder. I'd be like, I'm never showering again. I have the force now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it
Is
works.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
is that how it works?
Yeah, it is.
I
That's
didn't
what
know.
I've heard.
It is.
I didn't know.
So Luke Skywalker himself goes on Star Tours tonight. First off, what'd you think of this?
That's fun. I love when actors and celebrities get to surprise people in this fashion. It's good.
I'm gonna say something positive, but I have a little bit of an unpopular opinion. This is 1,000 times better than the Johnny Depp thing.
Of course.
Agreed.
Yeah.
1,000 times better.
Yep.
Way cooler.
Way, like, so much better. This is what, if they do it, if they pursue this in the future, if they, because it looks like they might do more things like this, if they've now done it twice in a year. I want to see them do it more like this, where it's more personal, and
You know what I liked about it is Mark Hamill is being 100% Mark Hamill.
yeah.
He's playing up to the crowd or the star speeder, but he's just being himself, goofing off, doing the crowd meter thing. Like, it's the same Mark Hamill I think you would see in a lobby of a hotel at Star Wars Celebration and now at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And he's unapologetically him. He's kind of a little bit of a goofy dad, and he's just like, I love Star Wars, you love Star Wars, you love me, I love you, let's have fun.
Yeah,
You know,
pretty
like
much.
that's what I saw happening in that 30-second video courtesy of Star Wars on, was that Twitter, Instagram, what was that?
Twitter.
Twitter. They had it everywhere, but really cool. I hope we get to see like the full experience. And now. And we're back. We hope you liked our brief self-promotional break right
I
there.
needed to go kick a porg.
This is the worst cover ever. Really?
But you didn't break it.
No, you do. Sometimes you just like
You know what the great
go,
thing?
like, kick a porg. You
The
know?
great thing about kicking porgs though is they just bounce around everywhere. Like
What sound do they make when you kick them?
I don't know.
Okay, I was just curious. You would know. Thank you. It's saying yes and to the joke, and I appreciate that.
That was great.
Thank you.
Let's see what we got on the Twitter. I just imagine Mr. Daps getting Katy Bear 13, the biggest porg he can find for Christmas. That's a really good idea. We should go out and find the biggest
It's like
porg in the
Costco
world.
carrying one or something? 'Cause,
Yeah, like one of those places.
you do
Maybe we
that,
could put it right like on top of the chair so she has to sit in it. It could become the new chair.
I'm never coming back.
a porg bag chair.
Porg bag chair.
It'd be so comfy.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. That'd be great.
It wouldn't be.
Oh no, red question mark of death. Yep, that was pretty much
Team
what happened.
Rocket strikes again.
We were good. All right, so Mark Hamill came on Star Tours. It was awesome. This is probably just ahead of Star Wars The Last Jedi coming out next month. And then also Star Wars The Adventures Continue is getting new scenes this Friday.
Yes.
Get my math right. And we know one of the... Well, I was thinking how many...
I was
days,
like, that's
what
not
the-
math. That's
what
a
the date
calendar.
it was.
That broke my head for a second. That was
I
great.
know. I was...
Both of us.
And we're a month away from the movie.
Yeah, a
Month
month.
away from the movie.
Yes.
Is one
so,
month. Woo!
I wasn't prepared for that information.
So, in 1 month, we're going to see a significant Star Wars character die.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you just dwell on that a little bit. So, we know there's going to be a Battle of Crate
Yep.
on the red, dusty planet thing that also has white dust. They basically tease that there's a second scene we're going to see. What do you think it is? You can steal mine.
So
since we
I was
already
going to say,
talked
yeah, I
about
think
it.
you had the best idea, so please do share.
Go ahead.
Well, Mr. Depp's earlier suggestion might be the battle involving Snoke's ship,
Yeah.
which has a name, and it's not coming to me right now.
I can't remember
It
what
was
it is
something
either.
really cool, but a space battle of some sort involving...
Which might even be that battle that we've seen in a few of the trailers, where you've got all of the resistance ships getting pounded, probably by Snoke's ship.
Yep.
And I think that'd be kind of a cool thing.
The Resolute? What? I don't remember. Anyway.
No, something bigger than that.
The second scene is you find this planet and it's all orange and you get really close and you realize that it's just the Porg home planet, and they're all just making noise and being terrible, and then your mission is to destroy them.
That's a video game.
No, that's...
Which Battlefront 2 does come out this week. So
I-
maybe...
Saw a little insert. No, it's...
And Daps Murray's been playing it for
Hashtag
about
ad, hashtag
24 hours now, and he said it's awesome.
It's like you fly in and you say, our next destination is Alderaan.
Destination.
Nope.
Oh,
You turn.
no.
And
That's so sad.
That's it. That's the whole scene.
And then they have to make a pun. Being like, oh, we were flying in Alderaan places. And then... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continuing on with the Star Wars theme, it was announced that Rian Johnson is going to be creating a new trilogy for Star Wars, which says they have very high hopes for The Last Jedi. If they think it's that good.
They are really calling their shot with that one.
Like, to me, that's showing all the cards. It's like, this movie is this good
Yep.
that we're going to build a trilogy off the guy who made it.
That gives me more hope than anything else I've ever seen, is that they're so confident in this director, in this role. They're like, we're going to give him another 3 movies already. Like,
So where do they go, and what does he do?
I hope it's completely different. I mean, they've already said they're going to be breaking from the Skywalker
Yeah.
saga,
Yes.
which I think is a good choice.
I do too.
But, I mean, you could go to the other end of the galaxy.
But
Like,
they said they're going to.
yeah, like, you can go... It doesn't even have to involve the Empire, necessarily. They could go beyond the reaches of that. I could see them doing something interesting with intrigue, like, involving the Hutts, maybe. Like, you could...
They've explored that quite a bit, though, in the TV shows, in the animated films, so I would actually encourage them not to. I was listening to you speak. I think what I would like to see happen is them not explain Snoke's backstory at all
Yeah, I agree.
in this trilogy and leave it completely vague and open to imagination, all that stuff. Then bring this trilogy in. Like, one of the books actually talks about how he came from, I don't remember if it's dark space or deep, like it's some really far away area of the galaxy. And I believe Thrawn is from there also. And it would be interesting if they could do the backstory that thousands of years is going to lead to Snoke from that region of the galaxy, that really kind of sets up his backstory, just like we have the Sith and the Jedi's backstory already in the Star Wars universe that we already know. But I think that could be kind of a cool way. And then, like, at the end of the trilogy, you discover this was actually connected to Snoke, or maybe you already know it, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, I feel like from just a purely marketing standpoint, it's going to be somehow connected to
It has to be.
It has to be connected to the narrative.
Yeah.
But,
And
I mean,
he seems like the most logical person to use from what we know so far.
let me ask this question then, if I may. We're talking
You
a little
may,
bit
because
about...
this is a talk show.
Yeah. What would be the most general grievous sin that they could go? Thank you. What direction could they go that would be the worst choice? And I'll start at Kashyyyk. Nothing with Wookiees.
I was gonna go, have you heard the tale of Dark Plagueis the Wise?
Yay! That's a good Star Wars deep cut, and I'm so proud of you.
And I was going to say they should take a journey back to the waters of Naboo.
The Gungans.
Yo. You didn't know this, but the Gungans weren't actually originally from Naboo. They were from the far outer corners of the galaxy, and they trekked across to find a habitable water planet.
Nope.
You asked for the most general grievous sin.
That could be the worst.
Because the moment you said it, I was like, we don't want a backstory for the Gungans.
It shows like in between episode 2 and episode 3 when Jar Jar has a talk show. Like that kind of stuff would be terrible.
Would it?
Yeah. Oh, this gets me.
Because that one just went so far bad that it suddenly flipped into like, I kind of want to see that.
I want like the spin-off of Thor having his own roommate, but Jar Jar.
Oh,
Like
no.
Jar Jar doing day-to-day things, just dropping everything.
Just go.
Ooh, he's like an infomercial in real life.
I can't open this cabinet.
Classic Jar Jar.
I feel like they do that with Kylo Ren first.
Like for the friend.
Like Matt the
Yeah.
radar technician.
That was funny too.
It was.
Okay, so they're also making a TV series that we assume will be connected with this stuff, and it's going to go on the yet to be named Disney streaming service in 2019.
It's a really good name.
It is a
Yeah, a little lengthy, but it sticks. You know.
10 years yet to be named Disney streaming service. What would you like to see a live action Star Wars TV show cover?
Well, they've already proven with some of the stuff they've done that longer storytelling works in this universe really well.
Mm-hmm.
For that, I would like to see more day-to-day Empire stuff, which some of the stuff they're doing, I think, with the video game that's coming out is more like troop-level detail story from Empire, and I'd like to see some of that stuff because I feel like that's very interesting. But
Empire or First Order?
I feel like it'd have to be First Order because in the video game, they're already covering Empire, and less looking back in my mind is better.
What about something in the middle? Like in kind of that big empty space between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, but not anything with the Skywalker, something peripheral.
I mean, like the repercussions, and I feel like that's a little bit of what the video game is, but like the repercussions of a global superpower falling and what that means for a planet, like it could be very cool.
We had a big, huge, lengthy discussion about this yesterday on accident, where we just brought it up and then we didn't stop talking for like half an hour. So that was fun. But my thing is I don't want anything to necessarily be explained to us, which was the problem with the prequels, and unpopular opinion. It was my problem with Rogue One, is that it was explaining things I never necessarily asked for, and I was fine not knowing. But side stories that deepen the universe and then give depth to new things in the trilogy is fine with me, and I want to see more stuff like that. But
What
I
if
don't
they just give Finn a TV show?
I don't. Okay. Like, I'm not gonna argue with that. Finn and Poe, buddy cop adventure.
Do they have like an old big
So they have-
boat of a car that they're driving
so
around
they have
also?
the Falcon, but then it's like, oh, let's get him.
They just put a light on the roof of the Falcon while driving it.
So, what about a this is coming from our producer. What about a backstory for Yoda when he's in school?
I don't want to see that
No.
at all.
Like, think Muppet Babies,
Yeah.
but Yoda.
So,
It's not Yoda.
I just imagine that, like, Yoda, before all this, didn't have like any weird speech patterns or anything, and we learned why he speaks
I was
the
going to
way
go in
he
the
does.
opposite direction. That his very first class
he
in
tripped.
Jedi school was English 101, and he's just like,
Like, that's not proper syntax. He's like,
No, watch this.
Oh,
and then he
man.
moves things with his mind.
Like the teacher?
He was not a good student.
We wouldn't say he was our finest.
He was not.
Yes, we would.
Oh man. I mean, but there's a billion directions they could go with it. I think there's a lot of wrong choices they could make, but there's so many good options for a right direction for them to go. And I mean,
Their track record is really
Yeah.
good right now. I mean, they've had pretty high turnover in directors and stuff, but I feel like it's kept the quality up to a
Yeah.
level that...
they've expressed that they have a standard, and they're willing to sacrifice for it. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And I think it worked in Rogue One. Like, it wasn't a perfect movie, but it did the job. It held up. And I don't like all the choices that were made, but at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen with every Star Wars movie. Is fans like us are going to talk about what they did right and what they did wrong for ever.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, they did a decent job with it. Same with the TV shows, and hopefully with this one as well. Katie's getting tired, so we're gonna close out this show.
Literally direct call-outs.
It's never good when it's not the audience falling asleep, but the hosts.
Okay,
Like the
listen.
co-host is falling asleep. Anyway, we have a giveaway that's just wrapped up. That started on Friday when Murray picked up a Pluto popcorn bucket that everybody absolutely loves. Look at that picture. Don't you guys like that picture? I'm proud of that.
Carried it.
That's Pluto. And so we do have a winner. Yes, I know.
Is that goofy?
Our winner is Disneyland Ghostess. So congratulations. Please direct message us on Instagram, and Caitlin will figure out how we can get that to you. And congratulations. We'll be doing more giveaways in the future. Follow us on Instagram, and you can find out where they're at.
You can also go to geekscorner.com, find out that we're really good about talking about things for a long time, including Star Wars and other things as well.
Go to dapsmagic.com, read all of the things that we couldn't necessarily fit into this week. There's a lot going on, and subscribe to our mailing list.
And make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, because we'd love to connect with you with all of the other videos we we posted, like lots of things, and there's noises in the room. But we are out of time for tonight, so we hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you around the corner. Here at DAPs Magic, we believe it's awesome to be a geek, especially a Disney geek. So we make videos that cover just that, whether it's Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, Indiana Jones, anything like that, we might do a video about it, especially Disneyland. So if you like those kinds of videos, make sure to subscribe. We'd love to geek out with you. Also go to dapsmagic.com where you can read our coverage about all of those same things as well. But most of all, we just love to geek out with you, and we'd love to see you in the parks. Make it a great day, everybody.